So like she said, we're going to try to go into the two main things that we focused on. Some of this, the relationship between federal funding and local and how it works with the transit agencies sometimes is a little bit complex. We're going to share with you a little short skit that we prepared, just to bring a little bit more.
We're not actors, so
yeah. So we're going to need a few volunteers. Don't be afraid. You only need to carry this sign. So who wants to be fuel and energy? Fuel and energy.
You want a seat?
Who wants to be preventative maintenance? Thank you very much. Your roles aren't, you don't talk very much. Who wants to be service desk? Service desk? All right, thank you. Maybe instead of being in front of the, should we be over there? Oh, over there. Okay, perfect.
Let's do it.
Okay, and pet project guy. Who wants to be pet project guy? All right. Okay. So, I am your local transit agency. Don't hate on me so soon. So I am in charge of running, expanding, and maintaining your public transportation system.
So I am sort of the sleazy federal highway bill. You can call me Bill Asphalt. So about every 6 years, this bill is passed. I'm passed, and it sort of sets the nation's transportation policy and funding mechanisms. And the way that this bill is funded is through the gas tax. So every time, for those who drive, every time you guys go to the gas station and fill up your tank, you're basically providing money for the nation's transportation system. Now in this bill, I have two really big friends. Well, two friends. The first is the Federal Highway Administration. So where's my friend? So yeah, this bill, I'm about a $500 billion bill. And most of it goes to my good friend at the Highway Administration.
Hey everybody. All right. So, tailpipe emissions, 30,000 deaths a year, congestion, traffic, global warming. Who cares? Pay, baby, pay! We got an American lifestyle that's not up for negotiation here. We got to widen lanes. We got to build new highways. We got to take care of this. All right.
Yeah, thanks again for taking out that steak dinner. That was really, really good. I'll see when I'm up for re-election. Okay. So I have another friend who is the transit agency. And I give my friend transit agency, so this is your money. Okay, you got a little money. I gave the most of it to my friend over there.
That's all right.
I just want to have one disclaimer. You can. Well, how big of a transit agency are you?
I mean, we got like 1 million population.
Okay, so you're a pretty big city. So you cannot use any of my money that is given in this federal bill for operating your transit system. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay.
Thank you. This is great. I really appreciate this. This will definitely, work for my capital budget plan. I'm going to buy some new wagons. I'm going to expand I'm going to do that new commuter line. Councilmember Rogers over here, I got your back with that, that little project you need to win those elections. Don't worry about it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to fix those rundown, stations and get some new buses for those like outer boroughs, but I'll probably just, get a new loan. I'm pretty much used to it. But now I have to figure out, actually, where's my pet project guy? Here you go. Here, 20% of all my federal funding goes to you. So you may do those projects I was telling you about. So How am I gonna get my operating expenses? So where does that money come from if you know, I have to give it all to the pet project guy over here? So I got my local and state revenue sources, you know, dedicated taxes, and I got my fare box money over here. You know, so operating expenses, what are those? So let's see. You know, here's a little bit for preventative maintenance. You know, you keep the system safe and efficient. It's really important. I already paid you. You don't get. Here's some for my fuel and my energy. You know, this is really, really important. It keeps the system running. It's the energy that keeps the system running. And this big chunk of money goes to my service debt, which I've had to take out year in and year out because I need loans for the capital project. So here you go. Oh wait, I forgot a big piece. Very important. Labor. I know that you work. You know, what would be the transit system without the drivers, the conductors, the staff that are on the station? So there goes your payroll, your pension, your health insurance, all of those. But so now I've paid off all these people. But why is it not enough? So basically, transit agency, you know, all these costs continue to increase every year. You know, payroll goes up, the fuel costs have gone up tremendously. We have this huge debt that we have to continue paying out of operating expenses. But the money that we're getting from Fed and state and revenue sources isn't going up. Plus, a lot of those revenue sources are made in a way that they're going down because of the economic downturn. So suddenly, I'm not able to pay all of these things. So what do? I don't have a lot of options, right? So labor, I'm gonna lay off 1,000 workers. We might have to negotiate. I know I told you I was gonna give y'all some raises for next year, but I don't think that that's happening. You know, not sure if maintenance is gonna be that great next year either. Sorry?
Come on,
Transit rider, your buses, you know, I'm going to remove a bunch of hours. They're not going to be running as much. A lot of those lines are going to be cut, and you know, it's going to be about $2 more to get on any of them.
So now it's going to take me 45 minutes longer to get my mother to the hospital, and because now I can't afford a bus pass, she and I are going to have to pay out of pocket every single time we go. I'm going to have to organize and join the Transit Riders for Public Transportation so I can reduce my fares.
Also, this is pretty much what's happening all over the place. This is a map of all the places where in the last years there's been fare increases, layoffs, and service reductions.